Are we standing on the precipice of a new public health crisis, or is the government finally getting out of the way of consumer choice? The lines are being drawn in Washington, and the latest target is the new leadership at the Department of Health and Human Services. Before we continue, if you want to stay on top of everything happening in US politics, hit that subscribe button right now and leave a like. It really helps this channel grow and ensures you don't miss the deep dives into the stories the mainstream media might gloss over. Senator Dick Durbin of Illinois has officially sounded the alarm, turning his sights on the newly installed Secretary of Health and Human Services, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. This week, Durbin penned a stern, urgent message to the Secretary, demanding that he act as a bulwark against what Durbin calls misguided decisions to relax regulations on flavored vaping products. The tension here isn't just bureaucratic posturing, it's personal, political, and it touches a nerve that has been raw in American politics for over a decade. The catalyst for this confrontation is the Food and Drug Administration's recent, and highly controversial, authorization of the first fruit-flavored electronic cigarettes in the United States. For years, the federal government has treated flavored vapes as a public health enemy number one, citing their addictive nature and their undeniable appeal to younger demographics. When the FDA recently pivoted and cleared these specific products for sale, it sent shockwaves through the anti-tobacco lobby. Now, Durbin is essentially daring RFK Jr. to use his authority to reverse course. He is looking for a commitment from the new administration that they will prioritize the long-term health of American youth over the newfound push for market liberalization. But what does this actually mean for the landscape of American health policy? This is a massive test for the current administration. Throughout his campaign and his recent appointments, there has been a recurring theme of less regulation and more freedom. However, the vaping industry is a unique beast. You have the libertarian-leaning wing of the coalition that wants to see the government stop picking winners and losers, and then you have the traditional public health establishment that views flavored vapes as a gateway to nicotine addiction for millions of teenagers. If RFK Jr. caves to the pressure from someone like Durbin, he risks alienating the coalition that brought him to power, the voters who are exhausted by the nanny-state approach of the FDA. But if he ignores Durbin and doubles down on this deregulation, he opens the door to intense criticism that he is putting corporate interests above the wellness of children. It is a political trap, and it seems like Durbin knows exactly how to spring it. The outcome here could define the temperament of the new HHS. Will they be a department that bows to legislative pressure from long-standing senators, or will they be a department that actively seeks to dismantle the regulatory framework that has governed the U.S. for the last 20 years? We are watching the potential beginning of a massive shift in how the federal government interacts with the consumer goods market. If fruit-flavored vapes stay on the shelves, expect to see a wave of litigation and perhaps even more aggressive legislative maneuvering from the Senate floor. This is not just about smoke and vapor, it's about who controls the direction of American policy, the career politicians who have held the reins for decades, or the new guard currently sitting in the executive branch. We are entering a period where every single executive action will be scrutinized with a fine-tooth comb. The quote-unquote vape wars are just one front in a much larger, and much more consequential, conflict over the size, scope, and power of the federal government. So, what do you think about this? Should the government have the power to ban flavors to protect kids, or is this a clear case of government overreach that we need to move past? Drop your opinion in the comments below. I read every single one, and I want to know where you stand on this. The pressure on this new administration is only going to mount from here. The question is whether they have the political capital and the resolve to stay the course they've promised. As the debate continues, we will be here, watching every move, and breaking down what it means for your future and your country. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and I will see you in the next one.